you have a favorite?
It's all right. You're right. You're so right.
Do you have a favorite role? Don't miss a beat.
In the theater, it would be Three Guys Naked from the Waist Down. Television, it would be Sandman.
Alright, let's go over here, please.
Okay, as you can see, a lot of us really like Star Trek a lot. Kind of a shock. Well, my question to a lot of you is, do you see what we see in Star Trek, a love that we have for it, or do you see it as just another TV show and we're all just crazy?
What does Star Trek mean to you?
Can I invite someone else to answer that question? I'm meditating.
Absolutely. Any takers?
Well, I could start off by saying that I defer to Mr. Burke. I've done a documentary called, in this country it would be called Get a Life, and in Canada it would be called Fanatics. And it's a discovery of what you all are doing here at a convention, sci-fi convention. And I get into some great depth of what we're all doing here. And Star Trek becomes something far larger than what I ever thought it was. And I wrote a book about it, called Get a Life, about the people who come here. I've discovered as a result of making this documentary that this cultural phenomenon that we know as Star Trek, and on a larger sense, science fiction, is far bigger, far more meaningful than many of us think. That we are here right now participating in a mythological experience, and that's what Fanatics or Get a Life will be about.
Great. All right, why don't we go over here?
Good afternoon. I would like to, thank the group for many wonderful years of entertainment and value growing up. Many of you are thank you. My question for you, one of the things that I really love about the Star Trek franchise is its ability to inspire, especially in the area of technology speculation. The gadgets and gizmos that Star Trek really first planted in our communities have grown up. We all have cell phones, which started off as communicators. We all have tablets, which started off as, tablets. The next generation. My question to you is there some gadget or gizmo that you used in Star Trek that you are amazed is actually a real-life thing today? Or is there some gadget or gizmo that you said, man, this is the dumbest thing ever? And it is still a gadget or gizmo today.
Any standout items on the show within your
Because of I increasingly struggle with the one aspect of what we do, which is now giving me such a bad time, and that is learning lines and remembering them. And so I would like to have had the ability that it seems Data the android had, which was an instant recall of anything that he heard or read or saw. It would be such a help.
Well, if we're going to go that way, I'd like the holiday. That was Janeway's only romantic/sexual relief, you know. They were always 5'4" Irishmen. It made no sense to me at all.
beam. I believe it is to beam or not to beam. My experience would involve the people I met, who, as a result of seeing Star Trek, had careers. And we've all nodding our heads. We've all come up with, from people like yourselves, who come to us in one form or another, ethereal or material, and said their lives, their life course was changed as a result of Star Trek. One that comes immediately to mind is a guy who is now heading Canada's largest airplane manufacturing company, who became an aeronautical engineer because of Star Trek, and now is making these wonderful airplanes that take people around almost science fiction fashion. They're so fast and efficient.
You guys obviously have a correlation with NASA, and a lot of times when episodes would air, the funding would go up for NASA programs and vice versa. Have you guys all been to rocket launches, or any of you?
Well,
I'm the only one that was around when NASA was putting it up. Everybody else is so much younger. I can't stand it. All these little guys, I mean, they're all junior. Their whole lives in front of them. But NASA was a partner in many ways.
I had the great good fortune to speak for about 45 minutes to the International Space Station a few years ago, which was really kind of to the guys to the American on the space station. And he later sent me a video of life on the space station, and that was pretty great. And I could only talk to him until he went past, his side of the earth and disappeared, and then that was the end of our conversation, which was bizarre, but really, really, really cool. And we sent him some, DVDs from our show and stuff. And it was up there, he's like, thanks for the, DVDs. And I was like, yeah, cool, he's gone, there he goes.
Scott, I didn't know you had done that, and I know what a wonderful experience it was because it happened to me too. There was only one non-Russian, non-American commander at the International Space Station, and he was a Belgian. He is a Belgian called Frank de Win, and Frank chose me to talk to during his time on the station, and lots of amazing things happened. My first question to him was, as perhaps yours was, why would a real astronaut want to meet a fake astronaut? He held up in front of the camera on the space station this photograph of the current crew. There was a Canadian, there were two Americans, there was a Russian, there was Frank from Belgium. I can't remember who the other one was, and they were all wearing our uniforms. I said, that's great. How brilliant to be able to Photoshop all your